Introducing the PowerVertex, the next generation in activity-specific rehabilitation products, providing integrated whole-body functional movement. The PowerVertex integrates whole-body strength with core power and balance to improve functional strength. Rehab up to 8 patients at one time, or set the system up to provide 8 different rehab exercises. The Vertex allows multiple users to strength train with multi-joint 3D lifts for functional movements. Push, pull, core stability, rotation, squat, lunge, step, and stride type activities can be performed on the PowerVertex. Specially designed coaxial resistance bands, called Rhino cords, allow for high-speed, fluid, long range of motion and offer a level-appropriate load for rehabilitation of the simplest movement all the way up to complex training. This multi-purpose system is used for rehabilitation, sports-specific activities, fitness, and health and wellness across any walk of life, and is used in clinics, training centers, schools, institutions, and homes. Create any drill or exercise, or any rehab movement, for any life activity. Used by all ages, from a sit-to-stand rehab need, maintaining flexibility, or for strength training. The system is wheelchair accessible from all sides, allowing users to sit and perform many of the same drills. The versatility that the PowerVertex provides is unmatched. There's nothing that compares. From simple, low degree of freedom movements to complex proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation patterns, the Vertex provides the appropriate amount of resistance in any stage of rehab. Whether a patient is in the subacute, advanced, or return to function stage of recovery, the PowerVertex is the best way to provide a suitable load in a safe, progressive, and functional approach. The PowerVertex consolidates much of the equipment used in rehabilitation into one machine, and its use is truly only limited by the creativity and experience of the clinician. Integrating the Vertex into a therapy program will keep the clinician from using a cookbook protocol and add variety to achieving short and long-term goals. The therapist can determine the movement for the specific activity. The PowerVertex becomes the mechanical assistant throughout the activity. An individual can stand, sit with a bench, stool, chair, ball, wheelchair, squat, and lay near the column in order to pull a band in any required direction in order to load the movement. Proximity to the column is relative to the treatment, the load, and the freedom of movement or space relative to the number of patients and their specific rehab needs. The system is easy to use and easy to set up. The technology behind the Vertex is based on using specially designed progressive resistance bands through a series of pulleys configured on a 7.5-foot high octagon column. Rhino cords are offered in 5 different weight ranges. The coaxial construction provides for a protective sheath encapsulating a network of rubber bands throughout the length of the cord. Different exercises require different strength cords. Selecting the appropriate strength of cord relates to your treatment level and the purpose of your rehabilitation needs. The octagon vertical column has a T-slot profile to accommodate cord attachment positions throughout the entire height of the column. A low-profile base with quick attachment points permits primary leg exercises like power squats and various vertical lifts. Choose your speed, the load, joint angles, and movement patterns to make strength training functional for any patient. Variable resistance comes through the concentric loading of the elastic cord. The greater the stretch, the greater the resistance. The elastic properties of the cord are transferred directly into the muscles that are opposing it. Resistance loading can start from the foot, traveling through the core up to the arms and shoulders. Workouts are based on the principles of resistance training and physical therapy. and are designed to target multiple groups, lengthen the spine, improve balance and agility, and promote flexibility. Effectively and efficiently returning from injury can be a challenge. For the patient, the concern as to whether they will be able to return to full function and how long that takes looms heavily on their minds. We've all heard about the athlete who sustains an injury, rehabs, comes back only to injure something else that was related but not involved, or perhaps didn't seem involved. Every athlete wants the edge on the competition, and one way to do that is to keep from getting hurt in the first place, as well as to come back faster if an injury does occur. Nothing inhibits or decreases athletic performance faster than injury. Think about it this way. If an athlete is injured, he or she not only has to sit out and heal, but they are also not training for improved performance. Knowledgeable rehabilitation professionals know that just because an injury occurs in one area, the cause of the injury may be elsewhere. This is exactly what the current research is showing in the area of ACL injuries. Core strength and stability and hip strength and control are very important in keeping the knee out of bad positions that lead to injuries. So, what does all of this have to do with the PowerVertex? Because sports movements occur in all directions and various speeds and in a multitude of body positions, training and retraining the body for that variety is not just cool, it's essential. The PowerVertex allows for movements of training and rehabilitation to occur in any motion and with any level of resistance needed. It's also possible to perform exercises with the body in any desired position. This includes standing, lying down, sitting, or on a balance device. No other piece of rehab equipment can be used to treat more injuries through the entire continuum of healing and return to normal function than the PowerVertex. Using the core muscles of the body to maintain stability and balance is what they were made to do. Lack of stability in the trunk in a standing position can limit functions of the arms or legs when resistance is added. There's an old saying, you can't shoot a cannon out of a canoe. Now think about that for a second. Whenever the arms or legs push with any resistance, the core muscles have to keep the body still. The more resistance applied by the arms or legs, the greater the need for core stability and strength. Training the body to do this is a progressive process and needs specific training. That is exactly what the PowerVertex does. Any muscle group or movement can be trained with progressive resistance while still adding the core demands we just talked about. The PowerVertex, the perfect piece of rehabilitation equipment for the ultimate in versatility, cost, space requirements, quietness, and ease of use, and the ability to create multiple functional movements for various activities regardless of the age of your patient. No other piece of equipment can accommodate multiple users of varying levels of treatment and goals all at the same time without sacrificing function or performance of the users. When you are finished with one exercise, simply change the setup. It takes 30 to 60 seconds to change position and resistance, and move on to the next exercise without the need for everyone to change. It is so versatile that it can even be used with wheelchairs. The resistance cords allow for very low resistance to very, very heavy resistance. Because the resistance is provided by the Rhino cords, there are no heavy plates or weight stacks, making the PowerVertex quiet in addition to all the other great qualities. The PowerVertex can be used for rehabilitation and performance enhancement and fitness and functional training all at the same time with different patients. In short, the possibilities and versatility of the PowerVertex are limited only by the instructor's imagination. It seems like the only thing the PowerVertex can't do is perform the exercises for the patient. There are several accessories such as waist belts, ankle and wrist straps, crowbar, short for core rotational overload bar, a core bar and Rhino bar for the core or trunk, a lat pull-down attachment, a stability handle for rehab, overhead pull-up attachments, and a wheel kit. The PowerVertex, the next generation in activity-specific rehabilitation products, training whole body movement from the ground up.